What rigorous tests does plumbing PPE undergo? Imagine putting on gear that has to protect you from sharp objects, chemicals, heat, and even electrical shocks. It might seem simple, but each piece of plumbing personal protective equipment has gone through strict tests to make sure it can handle these hazards. These tests are like a safety checkup to confirm the gear works when you need it most. First, impact and compression tests are performed on safety boots, helmets, and gloves. For example, steel-toe boots are tested by dropping a heavy weight, often around 50 pounds, onto the toe area. If the boot can resist this without the toe area crushing or cracking, it passes. This means if a heavy tool falls, your feet stay protected. Next, gloves and footwear are tested for puncture resistance. Sharp objects like nails or glass are common in plumbing work. To test this, a sharp metal or glass shard is pressed into the material with a specific force. If the glove or shoe material prevents the object from piercing through, it passes the test. This keeps your hands and feet safe from cuts and puncture wounds. Chemical resistance testing is also vital. Plumbers often work with solvents, sealants, or cleaning agents that can be harmful. PPE fabrics are exposed to these chemicals in controlled environments. If the material doesn't break down or allow chemicals to pass through, it gets certified. This ensures your skin stays protected from chemical burns or irritation. Heat and flame resistance tests are performed on gloves and clothing used near hot water, steam, or soldering flames. These items are subjected to high temperatures, sometimes over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, for a set period. If they don't melt, burn, or lose their protective qualities, they pass. This means you can work safely around hot surfaces or flames. Slip resistance testing is crucial for footwear. Shoes are tested on wet, oily, or greasy surfaces to see how well they grip. The outsole material is evaluated for traction, ensuring you won't slip and fall on slippery floors. This is especially important when working on wet surfaces or in areas prone to spills. Electrical hazard testing is also done on some PPE. Gloves and boots are checked for their ability to insulate against electrical shocks. They are tested with specific voltages, often up to 20,000 volts, to see if they prevent current from passing through. This protects you when working near live electrical systems. Durability and wear testing are performed to see how PPE holds up over time. Materials are rubbed, scraped, or stretched repeatedly to simulate long-term use. If the gear maintains its protective qualities after this, it's considered durable enough for daily work. Finally, fit and comfort testing makes sure PPE fits well and doesn't restrict movement. Gloves, masks, and clothing are checked for proper sizing and comfort. If they fit snugly but don't cause discomfort, workers are more likely to wear them correctly every day. All these tests follow strict standards set by organizations like the American Society for Testing and Materials and the American National Standards Institute. For example, protective footwear must meet the ASTM F2-413 standards, which cover impact and compression resistance. In the end, these thorough tests mean that when you wear plumbing PPE, it's been checked and approved to handle the hazards you face. Employers must choose gear that meets these standards and teach workers how to use and care for it properly. Regular inspections and replacements are key because worn or damaged PPE might not protect you when it counts. This rigorous testing process helps keep plumbers safe from the many risks they encounter every day.